Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
From the Grenadian capital, this is Network News for Monday for Tuesday, July 1, 2025. And the headlines: mysterious blast rocks telescope St. Andrew. Grenada moves to ditch oath to British monarch. Hurricane Beryl, 1 year on. Grenada reflects on road to recovery. Also in the news regionally, Nigeria's president announces university scholarships for OECS students. Internationally, U.S. lifts serious sanctions. Plus, in the sports news, Pascal and Thorne to participate in CARICOM 10K this Saturday.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
It's July 1, and residents of northern Grenada, as well as the sister isles of Carriacou and Petite Martinique, reflect on the tragedy and resilience 1 year after the passage of Hurricane Beryl. More in this Rena Pett Thomas report.
It's a day of solemn reflection for Grenada, Carriacou and Petite Martinique, as today, July 1st, marks 1 year since the devastating passage of Hurricane Beryl. The powerful Category 4 storm ravaged the northern part of Grenada and swept through the sister isles, claiming the lives of 9 Grenadians and leaving a trail of destruction behind. Many residents are still grappling with the emotional and physical aftermath, especially in Carriacou and Petite Martinique, where many homes and businesses were either severely damaged or completely destroyed. The anniversary stands as both a painful reminder and a symbol of the resilience that defines these communities. A commemorative church service was held in Petite Martinique to honor the lives lost and reflect on the journey of recovery. During the service, residents shared their personal stories and experience of the day Hurricane Beryl struck.
And I said, Mommy, wasn't Jerome house a wall house? She says, yes. I said, what, I'm not seeing anything? She said, what do you mean by you're not seeing anything? I said, look, you could see outside. But in the meantime, she's crying. Trayvon started hanging on her and started crying. Mama, you the cause of all that. Auntie, did you tell us to come over and you didn't want to go? She said, yes, Mama, go take all the blame now. Mama, take all the blame now.
One of the rooms upstairs, there were a piece of mirror, maybe not as big as my hand. So each time I moved from downstairs, I said, bye, no. I went upstairs and I watching all the whites here in the piece of mirror and I peeping. And when I look at my features and my face and all the hair white on the side and I watch myself, I say, Casey girl, Hurricane Beryl kill you cool.
Though homes were lost and lives were forever changed, the spirit of Carriacou and Petite Martinique remains unbroken. Minister for Carriacou and Petite Martinique Affairs, Tevin Andrew, praised residents for their courage and unwavering strength, encouraging them to stay focused as rebuilding efforts continue.
Journey has not been an easy one for me as your Member of Parliament and as Minister with responsibility for the affairs of the Twin Islands. It's been a very challenging and trying one. But you know what? Our people, you, the people of Piti Martinique and Carriacou are really resilient, and you must be commended for your resilience.
As residents remember the devastation of Hurricane Beryl, they also celebrated the demonstration of a people who continue to rise from the rubble together. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
As the Sister Isles of Carriacou and Piti Martinique reflect on the one-year anniversary of Hurricane Beryl, singer and songwriter Zorina Andal, alongside local artists Hakim and Sanaika, has released a heartfelt tribute titled Fighter. The song, which was officially released on July 1, is meant to uplift and encourage residents as they continue their journey of rebuilding. Andal explained that Fighter is a message of hope, a reminder to the people of Carriacou and Piti Martinique that they are not alone and that they have the strength to keep moving forward.
It's called Fighter. It was sung by myself, Sanaika McKee, and also Akeem. We came together to do a song for Hurricane Beryl as a way of helping persons to stay encouraged. You know, it's been 1 year post Hurricane Beryl, and I know the people of Carriacou and Piti Martinique have felt it and have gotten the brunt of it a lot, and the northern parts of Grenada, but mainly Carriacou and Piti Martinique, of course. And the purpose of this song was to get footage. One, we went up there July, well, sometime after the hurricane, and then when we came back, we put the song together, sang the song in studio, and it was just a matter of encouraging persons to just, you know, stay on track, be encouraged, and do not give up. It's called Fighter.
Fighter indeed, known for her soulful vocals and growing presence on the regional and international music scene. Andal revealed that Fighter was written and produced shortly after the hurricane struck. However, its release was delayed due to the emotional and logistical challenges at the time. Now, a year later, she said the timing feels right. Here's an excerpt of the song.
I am a fighter, a natural born fighter. I will keep fighting until it's the end. Whatever wind blows, I'm standing stronger. I will keep fighting until it's the end. So that's the song.
Andal said the single is now available on YouTube and all other major streaming platforms, adding it is her hope that the song brings comfort and strength to those still healing.
Of course. And of course, so persons who would like to find me online, find a song, you can find a song on YouTube, type Fighter, Zorina, Sanaika, Akeem, you will see the song on YouTube, and it's going to be released on all the different distribution platforms later on this week, but it's on YouTube, it's on Facebook, Instagram as well. My Facebook is Zorina Music, Instagram Zorina Music, and TikTok is also Zorina Music, but if you go on YouTube, you type Zorina and Fighter.
All right, this story to report a powerful explosion has occurred in the telescope area of St. Andrews, sending shock waves throughout the town of Grenville and surrounding communities. The blast, which was described as extremely loud, caused significant damage to several homes and vehicles in the immediate vicinity. According to eyewitnesses, the explosion was heard and felt by many residents, with some reporting that their homes were shaken by the force of the blast. While the exact cause of the explosion is still unknown, authorities are working to determine the source and assess the extent of damage. GBN's Rena P. Thomas is on the scene.
Just about 4 p.m. this afternoon, the community of Telescope was rocked by an explosion, sending shockwave throughout the quiet community. Now behind me is a quarry operated by gravel and concrete, and now the center of growing concerns and outrage. Residents say the blast was so powerful that it shattered windows and damaged several homes, even destroyed the structures of several houses.
In the kitchen, me and this child had just done eating and quarreling with her. I'm going to wash the wares. And I go now and I take the piece of thing now, going and wipe down the counter. And as I thing on the counter, I only hear blood. and the house start to shake. The galvanized start to kick up, and when I watch, I see outside get dark. When I see outside get dark, I don't like to tell nobody. I could have fallen down here. I don't know if it's a bad feelings that take me, but I shiver, I shake. And I just hold the dresser and I stand up there, and she come and she grab me and she bawling. And I hook her and she neck. And when the thing cool a little bit, when I come out outside, all wrong, so it's darkness. And when I watch, but, well, the whole house is dust. It's dust because I like the thing fall on top of the house. And the window on that side, the window, it pitch out the brick. Then when I watch, I see, well, the door go one side so.
That's your front door?
Yeah, it go one side so. I watch and I see like the veranda, like it want to fall down.
At this time, efforts to speak to representatives from Gravel and Concrete have been unsuccessful. While company personnel are present on ground, they decline to comment on the matter. Officers from the Royal Grenada Police Force are on the scene trying to close off most of the areas from the general public, but for now, residents are left in distress, seeking both accountability and immediate support. I am Rena Perry reporting for GBN News.
GBN is following this development. We'll bring you more details on it as they come to hand. Despite the economic challenges posed by Hurricane Beryl in July last year, Grenada's public debt has shown a notable decline. According to the Ministry of Finance 2024 annual debt report, the country's debt to GDP ratio decreased to 71.3% as of December 2024 compared to 75.1% in 2023. The total public debt currently stands at $2.73 billion EC dollars. Finance Minister Dennis Cornwall has credited this progress to the government's steadfast commitment to prudent financial management. A substantial portion of Grenada's debt consists of low-interest loans from international partners, thus helping to mitigate the financial burden. The government has successfully met all of its debt obligations, with the exception of temporary deferrals on 2 loans that were permitted under hurricane-related clauses. The Ministry of Finance has reaffirmed that its borrowing activities remain in line with its medium-term debt management strategy, which prioritizes long-term sustainability and resilience. Coming up in Network News, Grenada takes step forward. Grenada takes step towards full sovereignty with proposed legislation to abolish oath of allegiance to British monarch. We'll be back.
Freedom is driven to pursue that passion that keeps you up at night and makes you smile in your sleep. Freedom is bold to embrace the possibilities that can open up your world and conquer new heights. Freedom is fabulous, with bits and pieces that enhance the quality of your life. Freedom is what you do with the flexibility to change path or direction when you need to. Freedom breeds ambition and purpose while having loads of fun along the way. But most of all, freedom is well-deserved for the road traveled and the journey still to come. Unleash your freedom with Nexa Credit Union. Call us on 440-1354 or visit our website to pre-apply. Apply now. Freedom awaits. Terms and conditions apply. Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Need to check your bill balance? Use the Grenlec mobile app. Open the Grenlec mobile app and tap the icon labeled Balances at the bottom of the screen. View your bill details, including your current bill balance, the due date by which you must settle your bill, the amount and date of the last payment you made. It's quick, easy, and available 24/7. Convenience at your fingertips.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
Do you have multiple loan payments? Is your debt weighing you down? Ariza has the solution. Simplify your loan with Ariza's Simplify Loan promotion. Now you can combine all your payments into one easy, manageable loan. Enjoy lower interest rates, flexible repayment terms, and more cash in hand for what truly matters. Less stress, more freedom. Live comfortably while reaching your financial goals. Ariza helps you simplify your life because you deserve financial freedom. Apply now. Visit any Ariza branch or WhatsApp us at 423-4987.
Mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. IMA Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
Dreaming of a summer vacation? We can make it happen. Need a credit card for summer spending? We can make that happen too. Need a loan for carnival, debt consolidation, education expenses, and more? We've got you covered with a Republic Bank Make It Happen loan. Up to 100% financing, competitive rates, and a chance to win great prizes. Live your best life this summer with financing from Republic Bank. Check out republicgrenada.com or visit us today to get your summer started right with a Make It Happen loan.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Time to get charged up for the Fuller Energy Home Series as West Indies takes on Australia in a fiery test match from July 3rd to 7th at the National Cricket Stadium from 10 a.m. each day. Free entry plus fun activities for children under 16 years old. Adult tickets start at just $5 per match day. Let's rally with the men in maroon. Go to windiescricket.com to secure your tickets now. West Indies is back in the spice aisle and we full of energy.
West Indies going higher, full of energy.
Conception Dance Theatre, The Path We Dance, Season 18 show, Sunday, July 6th, showtime 5 p.m. at the Grenada Trade Center. Tickets, adults 65 EC, children 30 EC. Tickets available from any Conception Dance Theatre member and at GoToFet online. Come celebrate with us. See you there.
It happens to all of us. Low on cash and in need of money right away. Play Instacash, Monday to Sunday, and there are no draws.
So, what you saying? No numbers to choose from?
Nope.
And no draw sessions to wait on?
Nope.
And we can play it anytime and any day?
Yep, including Sundays. Instacash. Ask for it by name and choose from a wide variety of games as low as $2 and win instantly. It is fast, it is easy to play, and you win cash right away. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Rebecca Television Center, the government of Grenada is preparing to introduce legislation to abolish the requirement for ministers and parliamentarians to swear allegiance to the King of England, marking a significant step towards full sovereignty. Beverly Telesford reports.
Government is set to introduce new legislation aimed at eliminating the requirement for parliamentarians to swear allegiance to the King of England when they assume office. This proposed change is a significant step in the country's ongoing effort to move away from colonial ties and become fully independent. During the meeting of the Senate on Tuesday, Senator Claudette Joseph suggested that there should be no opposition to this critical shift.
And to my mind, that one, just as this, is an obvious one and a no-brainer. And there should be, frankly, no demur to this legislation. There should be, frankly, none. Because we all know it. And if we didn't know it, those of us who didn't know it, should go back and check our history and the various attempts at constitutional reform.
Senator Joseph referenced previous attempts at constitutional reform, pointing out that the people of Grenada have consistently expressed a desire to break free from pledging allegiance to colonial powers, proven through consultation records and the outcomes of referendums, the most recent being in 2018.
And in all the record of consultations, the people of Grenada from since then was saying, we don't want to swear allegiance to our former colonial masters who presided over our rule and the enslavement of our ancestors. So when you're talking consultation, the consultation record is there from 1985. Up to the last attempt at referendum. So we are going to be coming back to this Honorable House and looking forward to the full support of all members of the House as we take another incremental and unrelenting step towards full emancipation.
Any change to the Constitution requires a referendum as outlined in Section 42 of the Grenada Constitution. For a proposed amendment to pass, it must first be introduced in Parliament, and the proposed changes must be approved by a 2/3 majority in both the House of Representatives and the Senate. However, even if both houses of Parliament approve the changes, the final step requires the people's approval through a national referendum. The referendum allows citizens to vote on the proposed constitutional amendments, and for the amendment to pass, it must be supported by a majority of the electorate. If government is planning to abolish the oath of allegiance to the British monarch as part of a constitutional change, they would likely need to hold a referendum before it becomes official. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
Well, the Ministry of Education has recorded a 94% success rate in the 2025 CPA examinations. That's according to Education Minister David Andrew. Speaking in the Senate on Tuesday, Minister Andrew revealed that 1,801 students sat the exams, with the majority achieving successful results.
That's good. But I want to congratulate all of them. This year we had just about 1,801, just about 1,800 students write the exam. There was an internal component, an external component. And I think 1,797 wrote the external component that CXC administrates, and of that 1,700 and of that 1,797, 1,693 students all scored above the 50th percentile. Right, leaving, so that reflects a 94, just above 94% success rate, above the 50th percentile in the CPA examination.
Minister Andrew emphasized the government's commitment to universal education, stating that his ministry will continue to support students and provide training for teachers to ensure quality education. He also announced that Grenada has signed a regional agreement aimed at eliminating illiteracy and improving numeracy skills in the region.
We are going to continue to support the students, given our policy for universal secondary education and the fact that all of those students will be placed and are being placed in a secondary school. In keeping with our policy, we will continue to work with those students. We will continue to train our teachers. We have the Summer Institute coming up in the first couple of weeks in July this month, so that we continue to work with teachers and give them strategies and even work with the groups of students. But more importantly, we'll continue to focus the challenges of literacy and numeracy where we need to arrest them earlier rather than later. In fact,
the government will be piloting a specialized teaching program for mathematics and literacy in primary schools, starting in the new school year. The program will be introduced in select primary schools, although the specific schools involved have not been disclosed. This initiative is expected to enhance the learning experience for students and provide them with a stronger foundation in essential subjects. A high-level consultation was held at the Radisson Grenada Beach Resort to discuss the Inter-American Model Law to prevent, punish, and eradicate digital gender-based violence against women. Christina John has the details.
The two-day event aims to enrich the draft model law with contributions from Caribbean stakeholders. Permanent Secretary Finley Jeffrey highlighted the serious implications of online harassment and technology-facilitated violence, emphasizing that Grenada is not immune to those threats.
Through the dedicated work of the Gender-Based Violence Unit, we have expanded access to services, built survivor networks, and strengthened public awareness. But the digital dimension of violence is evolving, and it is evolving rapidly. Technology is acting as a double-edged sword, because while it is empowering, it is also weaponizing. Our laws and systems, therefore, must evolve just as quickly. This is why I'm proud to share that Cabinet has recently given approval for the development of a draft legislation on care and digital violence.
Minister Gloria Thomas expressed pride in hosting the consultation, noting its critical step in aligning legislation to strengthen national capacity and uphold women's rights. The event seeks to create a participatory space for dialogue and reflection, ensuring the final law reflects the region's needs. On Wednesday, participants will analyze and contribute to the draft model law, aiming to safeguard women and girls in virtual and physical spaces.
All island developing state, we understand the value of collaboration.
No single nation can confront these issues alone. Progress depends on shared learning, collective action, and coordinated advocacy. This consultation is not just Grenada's. It's a regional forum to shape a hemispheric legal framework grounded in our realities, values, and ambitions.
The consultation is a call to action, placing survivors at the center of legal and policy responses. Sean Alexander Benjamin, Vice President of CV Mesivic Committee of Experts of Trinidad and Tobago, also participated in the consultation.
A solemn day like today, we come together to co-build a region where safety, peace, and security are paramount for our future, depends on it. Did we hear that? Our future depends on what we do today. The statistics paint a harrowing picture. The 5-country prevalence rate report survey by UN Women found that Grenada has a 39% prevalence rate of violence against women. Guyana, 55%. Jamaica, 39%. Suriname, 49%, and Trinidad and Tobago, 44%. The threat is significantly amplified if we translate these figures to the digital realm.
On Wednesday, the participants will engage in sessions to analyze and contribute to the draft model law on digital gender-based violence. Christina John, GBN News.
Grenadian motorists now face fines for non-compliance with the 2025 vehicle licensing requirements. The rest of the details in this Beverly Telesford report.
Motorists across Grenada are being warned that drivers caught operating a vehicle without the required 2025 license decal as of today will face a $150 fine for driving an unlicensed vehicle. Motorists are further cautioned that even if they have completed the inspection and received the decal, failing to affix it to the windshield can result in a $100 fine. As of July 1st, all vehicles on public roads must display the official 2025 decal issued by the Inland Revenue Division. Law enforcement will be fully enforcing licensing regulations. Vehicle owners without the decal must obtain written permission from the Royal Grenada Police Force to move their vehicle from one location to another. Driving without proper licensing or police authorization is a ticketable offense. The IRD conducts vehicle inspections year-round, but strict inspection deadlines are in place, which motorists must adhere to avoid late fees and penalties. These deadlines were based on registration numbers. For example, vehicles with single-letter plates like P1 to P2500 and double-letter plates such as PA1 to PX250 were required to complete inspections between January 1st and February 15th. Inspection periods continued in phases until the final deadline of June 30th, which applied to the last batch of vehicles. Drivers who missed the inspection window and are still on the road are now subject to enforcement action. Officials are urging all vehicle owners to check their compliance status immediately and avoid unnecessary penalties. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
After the break, Grenada Hotel and Tourism Association unveils new logo embodying the island's vibrancy and hospitality. This is Network News.
This isn't just rum. It's a captivating journey infused with the essence of Bios Bombay, warmth and wonder. Experience the rich depth of Campeche like never before. Must be 18 years and older. Drink responsibly.
if you had a choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians, from wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up, up, up several notches, but the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Whether you're refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look, the Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grand Anse, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
The Grenada Hotel and Tourism Association has unveiled a refreshed logo reflecting the organization's renewed focus on promoting the island's distinctive tourism experiences while honoring its abundant cultural heritage and stunning natural landscapes. At the heart of the new design is a vibrant color palette, drawing inspiration from the national flag alongside a creative nod to the iconic nutmeg. a treasured emblem of Grenada. The logo also subtly incorporates the silhouettes of a gracious host, embodying the island's legendary warm welcome. According to Arlene Friday, Chief Executive Officer of the Grenada Hotel and Tourism Association, this new visual identity represents a major step forward for the organization, underscoring its pledge to drive innovation, excellence, and cohesion in Grenada's tourism development. All right, as part of efforts to strengthen home gardening and enhance national food security, backyard farmers in Grenada's Western Agricultural District have received a boost from the Ministry of Agriculture. We have more on this Christina John report.
Last Thursday, home gardeners gathered at the ministry's Western District office in Black Basin, John, where the Extension Division distributed key gardening supplies. The items include garden spades, hybrid bean and corn seeds, and 3 types of fertilizer, MAP, TSP, and urea, along with fact sheets for proper usage. The initiative is part of the ministry's broader backyard gardening program, aimed at empowering home growers and encouraging more families to embrace sustainable food production. Lawrence St. Louis is the Chief Extension Officer.
This is just the beginning, the start of an initiative that we're starting here at the Western Extension District. We know that may not look like a lot of things, a lot of items, but we want to start. And with your encouragement and with your guidance, you can let us know how else we can support you. What else you would need, if you need some different things in terms of training and that sort of thing, you let us know and we'll make that happen.
St. Louis also stressed the importance of utilizing fertilizers responsibly and encouraged growers to incorporate organic methods to protect the environment and maintain healthy soil.
Because you've gotten it, don't just, as we say, throw fertilizer everywhere. Use it wisely. Think about the best the dosages that are necessary and adequate for your crops, and also to incorporate other methods of fertilization, things like composting and using your pen manure and all those different things. Because as much as we want to eat and we want to produce food, we also want to be healthy. And we want to ensure that the food that we consume, that is healthy. We have to be very careful about the different chemicals and so that we introduce into our food, and to ensure that when we use it, that we use it in proper intervals so that they are out of the chemical nature of it is out of your crop before you go to consume it.
Ronisha Jones, supervisor of the Western Extension District, praised the efforts of the farmers and highlighted the wider benefits of home-based agriculture.
We would have seen it fitted to give you all a start to go ahead and feed your families as you have been practicing, and maybe later on we can see you feed the rest of the country. So we appreciate persons taking the initiative to start that venture of gardening, starting at home, and probably it will then get bigger. We just wanted to show you all that we do appreciate that, and we have noticed that we are able to maybe secure our food, for the future. So what we have here is something small, and it's a start. Get you started, get you going where you need to be, and then hopefully you'll be able to bloom later on and see the benefit of it later.
Starting the second week of July, the ministry will introduce a new phase of support, distributing vegetable and fruit seedlings, including tomatoes, peppers, cabbages, bok choy, squash, and watermelons. The seedlings will be available through district offices to ensure fair access. The official launch of this next phase is set for this Friday, July 4th. Interested individuals are encouraged to contact the nearest extension office for more information. Christina John, GBN News.
The sports news is next.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grandans, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wharf. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
It happens to all of us. Low on cash and in need of money right away. Play Instacash Monday to Sunday and there are no draws.
So what you saying? No numbers to choose from?
Nope.
And no draw sessions to wait on?
Nope.
And we can play it anytime and any day?
Yep. Including Sundays. Instacash. Ask for it by name and choose from a wide variety of games as low as $2 and win instantly. It is fast, it is easy to play, and you win cash right away. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Sporting fans, good evening. The countdown to Grenada's hosting of the second test in Australia's Tour of the Caribbean 2025 continues to take shape. The match is set for this Thursday and will run until July 7. Australia won the first test in Barbados by 159 runs. There have been 4 test matches played in St. George. The first in 2002 between West Indies and New Zealand ended in a draw, while the hosts beat England by 10 wickets in the most recent test there in 2022 in Joe Root's last game as captain. All 3 victories in tests in St. George have been by the side batting second, with pace bowlers proven slightly more effective than spinners. The teams arrived in Grenada on Monday. Chairman of the National Organizing Committee is Dominic Jeremiah.
I want to remind members of the general public that we are putting out a clarion call for everyone to take advantage of the what I consider to be a cheap ticket to attend the game. Is only $5. We haven't seen that in a while, so we really want to encourage all Grenadians to come out and patronize the game. We have some encouraging statistics coming in based on the ticket sales that we have seen so far. We have quite a number of uptake in the ticket sales, both online and of course the office has been open for the last couple of days.
According to Jeremiah, special arrangements have been made for all children under the age of 16.
Now, in terms of the children under 16, we want to remind principals and teachers and all those who work with children and students to please do everything within your power to ensure that we have a large turnout of our students here. Now, in some instances, you may have buses leaving particular schools, but it doesn't mean that if students want to come with their parents or with a guardian, that they cannot do so. It's open for all students under 16 to come to the National Stadium. It's free of charge.
Meanwhile, Deputy Chair of the LOC, Cullen Peters, has expressed satisfaction with the progress made with getting the stadium game ready.
Just expecting the crowd to come out now and to support West Indies, support Australia, support Grenada as we look to put in a showcase for one of the best venue in all aspects for our game. If you look out, you will see that in all of the equipment that was needed are here. We have the covers to prepare for any emergency rain. We have the ground staff prepare and train for the couple days of the cricket. We have the rollers. So all that is needed, the old field, the practice net, the practice bowlers. So we have been doing a wonderful job, and we intend to improve on that performance over the year, and we're looking forward to a good game of cricket.
Grenada is fine-tuning plans for participation in this year's Age Group Championships. The NACAC Age Group Championships is a prestigious international competition that brings together young athletes ages 11 to 14 from across North America, Central America, and the Caribbean. The goal of the event is to promote athletic development, cultural exchange, and competitive spirit at an early age. Kenisha Pascal and Livron Thorne will represent Grenada in this year's CARICOM 10K in Jamaica. The 10-kilometer run and 5-kilometer run and walk will precede the 49th regular meeting of the Conference of Heads of Government of CARICOM, to be convened under the chairmanship of Jamaica's Prime Minister Andrew Holness from July 6 to 8. The races are set to begin at 6:30 a.m. on Saturday from the Montego Bay Convention Center, with warm-up scheduled for 6 a.m. First to third place finishers will be awarded for each race. The winner of the 10K race will receive $1,000, while the second and third place finishers will receive $500 and $250 respectively. We can tell you too, athletes participating in the 10K race will also compete for the CARICOM Chairman's Trophy male and the CARICOM Secretary General's Trophy female. All right, that's the sports news for the moment. The Nigerian president has announced full university scholarships for OECS students as part of efforts to strengthen educational ties and cooperation between Africa and the Caribbean. The scholarships will foster cultural exchange, deepen bilateral relations, and promote mutual development, bridging the educational gap and fostering regional cooperation and understanding.
Nigerian President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, during a historic speech at a joint sitting of St. Lucia's Parliament, announced full university scholarships for students from the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, marking a key moment in strengthening ties between the Caribbean and Africa. In his address at Sandals Grand, President Tinubu framed education as a cornerstone of Nigeria's renewed commitment to the region.
Africa belongs to all of us. Today, to continue to promote that, I will establish full scholarship tuition for students of OECS. From cultural and student exchanges, I believe we can promote that economic and cultural understanding that we further strengthen the bond between us.
The proposal builds on existing academic exchanges but significantly expands opportunities, allowing Caribbean students to study in Nigeria's top institutions. The move aligns with Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre's domestic policy of ensuring at least one university graduate per household.
First of all, Mr. President, let me thank you for the great news of the scholarships to the people of St. Lucia. It falls in line with our government's policy of providing every household in St. Lucia with one university graduate. Thank you, sir.
The scholarships are part of broader cooperation efforts including potential direct flights, cultural exchanges, and renewable energy partnerships.
This diplomatic move is a symbolic bridge that will provide a gateway in fostering ties between us. To further deepen our partnership, I recommend that our two parties initiate negotiations towards a formal agreement on a joint commission or political consultation, such as framework that will provide structural platform to explore and advance cooperation across a broader range of mutually beneficial areas.
Further afield, the U.S. president has signed an executive order lifting decades-old sanctions on Syria, aiding reconstruction efforts and opening the door to economic recovery and international engagement. Al Jazeera's Mike Hanna has more from Washington, D.C.
It's a wide-ranging executive order signed by President Trump. Firstly, it removes the U.S. sanctions program in Syria, but it goes even further. It asks the U.S. Secretary of State to review Syria's designation as a state sponsor of terrorism, to review the designation of Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, and also the terrorist designation of its leader, Ahmed al-Shara. So these are significant moves which will effectively remove the U.S. sanctions program on Syria. It does, however, specify that this would not apply to the previous leadership like Bashar al-Assad and those who supported him. But this is a significant step towards the rebuilding of Syria. Now, the background to all of this, the key moment, was President Trump's visit to the Gulf states, his first international trip as President of the United States in his second term. And at a meeting in Riyadh, he assured the Saudi leadership in particular that these sanctions would be removed. He also had a personal meeting with Ahmed al-Shara in Riyadh. Now, why the Saudis were so keen on this? They wanted to be able to invest in Syria, to get money into that country, to help rebuild it following that decades-long civil war. They could not do so with U.S. sanctions in place. President Trump pledged then that the sanctions would be lifted, and now he's gone ahead and made good that promise. Mike Hanna, Al Jazeera, Washington.
Thanks very much. A reminder of the headlines right after this. Reminder of the headlines: mysterious blast rocks telescope St. Andrew. Grenada moves to ditch oath of allegiance to British monarch. Hurricane Beryl 1 year on. Grenada reflects on road to recovery. Also in the news, regionally, Nigeria's president announces university scholarships for OECS students. Internationally, U.S. lifts serious sanctions. Plus, in the sports news, Pascal and Thorne to participate in CARICOM 10K this Saturday. We wish them both the very best. I'm Kenroy, Baptiste. That's all from us in the GBN newsroom. Thank you so much for tuning in to the broadcast. Have a good night.